Hi, I'm Mrs. Duley, and I'm going to be your kindergarten teacher this year. And I want to welcome you to kindergarten and Sargent Elementary if you are new to our school. Today, I'm going to go over a few slides about what school's going to look like and how much fun we're going to have together learning. So let's start with our first slide. Here's a little bit about me. This is my 4th year teaching at Sargent, 11th year teaching. I've taught TK, kindergarten, and first grade. I have 2 kiddos, Jenna, who's 19, and JD, who's 17. They're both basketball players, and they play at the college level, which is awesome and fun. We have a fur baby, Lucky, our dog. And you'll hear a lot about my kiddos and my dog for sure. So I wanted to put them on the screen. I love teaching. I love basketball, and I love visiting Lake Tahoe. It's my happy place. And then one fun thing I want to share with you that always blows my kindergartners' minds is that I went to kindergarten too. I was 5 years old and did the same thing you did. And so up in that corner there, if you look right here, is a picture of me when I was in kindergarten. I thought I'd share that with you. So I'm sure you have lots of questions, what expectations are, how we're going to do this. So these slides are going to help out a little bit. We obviously are going to make sure that your child grows at least a year's worth of growth so that they're ready for first grade. And I promise you that I'm going to do my best at making sure they get to where they need to be. So in order for that to happen, there's a few things that I'm going to need from you. The first one is daily attendance. It is required. It's just like going to school. We will take attendance. We're going to have live classroom meetings, live teachings. And so if for some reason your kiddo's feeling sick or can't make it on, you would call into the school just like you would do if we were coming. And you just say that they're going to be absent. Next, we expect you to complete all the work and then turn it in. And when I say turn it in, obviously it's going to be probably mostly by taking a photo of it or filming yourself, and we'll go over all that. I will be giving feedback and grades. We'll have progress reports and report cards just like normal. And of course, daily student participation and engagement is expected from your kiddo. So on that note, you're going to need some materials so that we can learn together. And so this Saturday, you're going to pick up a Chromebook and a bag full of materials. If you're new to Sargent, when you pull into the parking lot, you'll see the kindergarten playground right up front. To the left of that is our multi-purpose room. This is where you will pick up your materials. Our kindergarten time is between 9 and 10 a.m. And if that time doesn't work for you, that's fine. You can come between 9 and 1. Or if you have siblings and they're at a later time, you can always pick up all together. You don't have to come at separate times. Remember social distancing and wearing your mask. And try not to bring the whole family along, just because of the social distancing. I know that getting the school supplies is going to be super excited and that you're going to want to look through it. I do ask that you just put those supplies in a really safe place and you don't start doing anything because they are going to be specific to our lessons and we are going to use them throughout the entire month. So I don't want anything to get lost, misplaced. So make sure you have a nice, safe place for that. So our platform this year that we're using for you to learn with me is called Otis. That's going to be our classroom and an area where we're going to communicate. Don't worry. I know it's new and new is always scary, but we're going to learn this together and figure it out. And it's going to, we're making it as simple as possible for you. So we'll work through that during those first few weeks of school. If for some reason you're having some technical problems just getting in, because you do want to try that ahead of time before the first day of school, Down here at the bottom, there are places that you can click to link on to get help for any technical questions in that area. Some of the Zoom expectations, of course, for the kiddos is just like if you were going to school, you want to be on time, you want to be prepared, you want to have a nice, quiet place free of distraction for you to learn in, and you to attend the live classroom. You want to come in with a muted microphone, and I'll explain that. If you don't understand, I can explain that when you come on, don't worry. And then remember, like, to raise your hand when you talk, and we'll go over all that because I know when you're 5 and you have something to say, you really want to say it. So we'll work through all that. And just focusing on Mrs. Duley, just like at school. Those are some expectations for the kiddos. And then, of course, expectations for parents is just to remind your child about Zoom meetings and the rules that we're going to need to follow. Provide that quiet place, distraction-free, no animals, no toys, no food, no siblings. Just an area where they can really focus and pay attention, and keep those materials handy so that they're accessible for them while we're doing our lessons. And then just making sure that they're prepared, just like if you were to bring them to school, they're dressed, they're not in their jammies, or they do have clothes. Because believe it or not, sometimes, they're 5. So just make sure they're prepared just like a normal day. During those first 2 weeks, do not fear. We're going to learn together. There's lots of things that we have to go over, and lots of navigating that goes on, and getting our schedule down, and it's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. And we're going to work through that together. That way we can ease into our lessons and our assignments, and then they'll be pros before you know it. I do want to meet one-on-one with you individually with your child. That way I can get to know you. I think that creating a relationship with you is super important, and we want to do that right off the bat. So if you look down here, there's a sign-up sheet, and you can sign up for one of those meetings. That's going to be considered our small group time during the first week. If I can get through all of them during the first week, great. If not, it might roll over into the next week. We'll see. We'll play that by ear. We have a daily schedule. I know it looks pretty overwhelming when you look at it and you're like, what in the world? Do not stress over this. We're going to go through this. If you want to print it, you can come up here and click this link and print a schedule. That way you have it handy, put it on the refrigerator or in your child's workspace. Next, you are going to have music, PE, and Spanish, just like you would if you came to school. And believe it or not, on Monday, you're going to start with music right away. So, and I'll show you how you're going to get to that. But from 10:10 to 10:40, you'll be in music class. You won't be with Mrs. Duley. And so here is their contact information. You can click on the link and email them if you have any questions. Same with PE, Mr. Knight, or Kate, and and then Spanish as well. Now, Spanish will not begin until September. So you will not be logging on to Spanish until September. Okay. Next, what can you do to be prepared for the first day? I would say this weekend, practice. Practice logging into Otis with your kiddo. Make sure you can locate the class board. Make sure you see where the Zoom link is. All that will be explained. And you're going to go to Bookshelf, and I'm going to share that with you later, but you will go to Bookshelf to find that Zoom link so that you can come on Monday morning. That's pretty much what you need to know right away, just so that you get on with me. The best way to contact me is through my email. Of course, I'm going to say that I'll get back to you within 24 hours because sometimes I can't answer all the emails that quickly. And so I just want to put that in there that sometimes it may take some at least 24 hours, but I'll get back to you before that. It won't take days. On the weekends, I try not to answer emails because, of course, I have my own family and things to do, but you can always email, and if by chance I do see it, I can respond. If not, I'll definitely respond on that Monday. And then we're going to have office hours or one-on-one support every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 2 to 3:15, but not the first week of school because that's when we're going to try to do our one-on-one meetings. And last but not least, I know that learning from home is going to be kind of challenging. And I totally understand the balance, the work balance. And sorry, I've got to get my charger here. And just like in real life, things happen. And I think that if we just navigate this together, we both want your child to succeed and learn, and we're going to be able to do that. I'm confident about that. And so just because everybody's situation is a little different, I created a form that I'd like you to fill out. It only takes a few minutes just to let me know what your situation is. And then that way I can support you and your kiddo in their learning. So I just want to say thank you so much for partnering up with us and for believing in us and knowing that we're going to make this distance learning work, and your kiddo's going to learn, and we're going to have fun in kindergarten, even if it is over distance learning. So thank you so much for coming on, and we're going to have an awesome year, and we'll see you Monday morning. I can't wait, and we're going to play, learn, and grow together. Have a great day.